nobody. Like, if you do good in your life, that's good. I'm happy for you. I'm already doing my own stuff. I'm studying, and that's good. Coming at him, and I say, hey, you don't see that everything that she does. I was coming at Tweezy. You don't see everything that she does. It's just not nice. I don't understand what's going on. And he was saying, hey, you so jealous anyway. She got clout, she got money, and you ain't shit. That's what he told me. And I was like, bro, that's so fucked up that you say that to me, because I literally left everything. I literally left everything to come and stay in the States with you. So she was like, okay, let's make stuff better. I'm gonna talk to her. She's gonna come, and we came and talked to each other. She came and we talked to each other, but then she called me a bitch in front of him, and he didn't say shit. He was just, I was really like so shocked. I was like, why would you even do me like this? Like, what did I do wrong to you? And then, anyway, the next day, despite the fact that she called me a bitch and stuff, then I still call her on the phone, and I was like, hey, you Tweezy best friend, and I like him, so I want to do what I can do actually to make stuff go better. And she was like, all right, cool, let's do it. And then she blocked me after that from her story, and I was like, bro, this is so childish and stuff like this. Then she did Tweezy wrong, because they were supposed to throw a birthday party, and she was like, yeah, bet y'all can pull up later today, and I'm gonna tell you the time. And they posted on her story that they was at the birthday party, but they never told Tweezy the time and stuff like this. So anyway, he realized how she was or whatever, and he decided to cut her off, and that wasn't on me. Like, I don't know her this deep to even say something. But if I'm gonna say everything, there's so many stuff. I'm not the type of people to even talk about all that. But I feel like y'all deserve to know, just because I'm so tired today. I gave so much time in this relationship. I gave so much of myself, because when I love, I'm not the kind of girl I'm gonna cheat on you, or I'm gonna do you wrong. I'm always gonna be supportive. I'm always gonna be here. I'm always gonna be here for you, to support you and all that. So when I first met Tweezy, when I first started talking to him, a lot of girl was coming into my DM when he first posted me. A lot of girl was coming into my DM saying, hey, girl, be careful, this man is not really what he think he is, and stuff like this. And I was like, I was getting mad at Tweezy. One time we argued, and we didn't even met yet. We argued basically through the phone on social media and FaceTime. And he told me, don't listen to them, and I ended up talking to the girls in question. But when you first start to talk to somebody, you don't really want to know anything bad from this person. You just act blind, or you just want to be, hey, maybe he was like this with you, he's not gonna be like this with me. You just be dumb as fuck. That's all it is. You just be dumb as fuck. And this girl was coming at me saying, hey, girl, I know he posted you, but you gotta know he was on FaceTime with me asking for FaceTime sex. I didn't even know what was FaceTime sex before I met Tweezy, because this is something we don't do in France. This is not common in relationship to call people and basically have sex on FaceTime, like you be pleasing you on videos and stuff like this. But basically she was saying, hey, we just have FaceTime sex and stuff. So yeah, so be careful. And then she came 2 days later on my DM and say, hey, be careful, girl, because he gave me chlamydia, the STD basically. And I was like, that's when I reached out to Tweezy and I said, hey, this girl come at me, and he was like, yeah, she crazy, I had sex with her long time ago and I'm good, I know, I did all my tests and shit. I was like, all right, cool. And then before he came to Paris, so before he came in December 2019, I would say maybe 2 or 3 weeks before, I told him, hey, we both grown people, we both adults. So if you want to come in Paris, make sure you do the right thing. Go get tested for all the stuff. I don't want no fucked up shit. And I'm going to do the same because I always be caring a lot about my health. So, don't give me no fucked up shit. You never know. So he was like, all right, bet I'm going to just go and do all the tests and stuff. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the test too. So all my tests came back negative. I was good and stuff. He called me. That was maybe 2 or 3 days before he came to Paris. Hey, I'm good. All my tests are negative. Blah blah blah. I was like, okay, then cool. Then he came in Paris. So we was in December 2019. Everything was fine. We enjoy each other. We both grown people. A month later, I started having pain. Pelvic pain. So it was like, this is crazy. This is crazy because all my test was good. You told me that your test was good. So what's going on? Basically, I go to see my doctor, my OBGYN, and she say, hey, girl, you got chlamydia. You gotta obviously have a treatment. So I come to Tweezy and say, hey, you told me your test was good. Look, my test, everything is good. So what's going on? And he said, no, I'm good. I said, no, you're not. And I said, how do you know you're good? Did you receive your test back? And he said, no, basically, your doctor in America, when you're good, your doctor don't call you. So if you have no call, that means you're good. And I said, but in America right now, you in France, maybe your doctor can't even reach out to you. And he said, okay, I'm gonna check if I'm gonna order the result by letter. So he called the VA because, he a vet and shit. So he got to call the VA to basically have his results, And they sent it to the mail. So they arrived in LA. And at this time, he was living with Pedway Tio and Black Charcoal. So I said, okay, call them. Call Tio and Pedway Tio. So the guy, he opened the result and he sent a picture to Tweezy, and the result say you got chlamydia. And I was like, oh, so you wasn't really right, you wasn't, basically you was lying to me, first thing. And I was so hurt, but I was like, okay, the thing is, I didn't blame him for getting sick. I blame him because he lied to me. He could have been telling me, hey, I don't have my results yet, and then we would have used protection, this kind of stuff. Like, it's cool. Humans, they get sick. It's not being sick the problem. It's to basically put other people's life in jeopardy, even if I'm not gonna die from this. It's just because I trust you I trust you, and then you lied to me. You could have told me, yeah, I don't have my test result yet, we would have done something different. We would have acted another way. But he lied to me. That was the first lie that he did, Anyway, then we got the treatment. So after a few weeks, we was good, That was the first thing. That's cool. So we went to America. This whole thing with his best friend happened, like I already explained to you. And yeah, we was good. Then if I start talking about some stuff, I'm like, at this point, this is crazy because right now in France, it's about to be 1 a.m. and I'm just like, bro, I'm just so over everything that I don't give a fuck no more about saying the truth, of just pretending that everything is perfect. Because this man is really like evil. I'm gotta say, this man is not what you think he is. He be the funny guy, and bro, I think some people could actually see in some of my video that I wasn't even feeling it no more. But yeah, that was just, I got so much to say. But anyway, that was his birthday of 2020. I met his grandma for the first time. The first thing his grandma tell me when she see me, hey, I don't like your outfit. Then I got stuff like this. I don't even know why at this point. She just come around. First day I see her and she say that. Then a few days later we was getting a tattoo on my hand. And for the people who don't know, so when I was young, I had the name of my ex-husband on my finger, which got covered, and now it says salvation on my finger, you know. And I had it redone, done again in LA, and his grandma was here, and basically she knew that my ex-husband was violent, you know. She knew my ex-husband was violent, and then the first thing she said, no, so the guy is Ink Millie. Actually, he a Fire tattoo artist. The guy is Ink Millie, and he was doing my tattoo on my hand, and his grandma actually asked, "Hey, is the tattoo painful?" I said, "Hey, yeah, it's hurting. It's kind of hurting." And she said, "You hurting in your tattoo, and you was hurting already in your relationship." And at this point, I was like, "Bro, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why if all people here are hating me because I'm French, or I'm, you know, I don't know. You know, this is just too crazy." But a lot of stuff happened. After that. Girl, I got so much stuff to say. I'm sorry. I got so much stuff to say. I'm just, hold on. Hey, mama. It's okay. Where's your pacifier? It's right here. There you go. There you go. Sorry, guys. I'm literally coming back, but you know, Ayla is crying, so. Hold on. I just don't wanna. I'm trying to protect yourself. Don't be so open. No, but you know, I'm not even gonna be open about my. I mean, at this point, I don't care, because I just want to do something is actually leave social media, because I never wanted to actually be in a part of it like this. I never wanted to be this much on social media and people to just think stuff that are not the truth. And so so yeah, the thing is Tweezy know a lot of stuff about my life, but I don't know nothing really about him, you know. So he knew about my ex-husband, and you know, this is crazy, because this kind of people, I would call them like narcissist people, or pervert, or manipulating you, and they will make you open to your life. So one thing is that Tweezy know my mom had some mental health problem when she was young, and when I was young too. You know, a lot of stuff happened in my life because of my mom. And me and Tweezy would argue, and he would say stuff like, "Hey, maybe you crazy, you need a mental health like your mom." He knew my ex-husband was violent, and he was like, "Hey, maybe Buddy was right to punch you." And when he said that, I just slapped him. He went, like, he just hold on, because his sister calling me, but I'm not gonna pick up right now, because I'm telling y'all the story. Anyway, that's crazy, because I'm really not the kind of people to open like this, but I'm just too tired. I'm just too tired. So he would say stuff like this. I got pregnant with Isla, and when I'm pregnant, I get this disease that is called hyperemesis, and I literally can't do nothing. Y'all seen in the videos, I can't do nothing. I'm sick. I'm just so sick, and I was probably like 4 weeks pregnant, and I was basically laying down in the bed, like I was during the whole pregnancy, and he would tell me, "Hey, you lazy as fuck. You spend the whole time sleeping and not doing shit. You acting like you 5 months pregnant." And we was arguing from the time. I was like, "No, I'm just sick. You know, I'm trying to do my best, but I can't do much. I don't feel good. And anything I want to eat, I'm going to throw up anyway." And he was like, we would argue, and he would tell me, "Hey, you gotta go back to your country, you and your fucking baby," you know, this kind of stuff. And I was just so stupid. I stayed, and that's crazy, because if a girl actually tell me everything that I've been through, I would say, "Girl, run away. Like, don't even stay." You know, why would you even stay to to suffer like this, and so I told you I slapped him, and I know about this. I know I was wrong, and I still did it. And when I did it, he told me, "Hey, I'm gonna break your neck," this kind of stuff. And he got a lot of anger issues. Like, he would get mad out of nowhere. Yeah, he would say, "Get out of here, don't touch me," and stuff like this. Even before I get pregnant, there was this story about so Wuwa, you guys know Wuwa, Dub's son. He actually super nice, super cute, and a super smart kid. And he came around to play with Eiley. So he came around to play with Eiley, and Dub told Tweezy, sorry, yeah, you can take him back. You can take him back at, like, I don't know, whatever times, I would say maybe 9 p.m. or whatever. And so I was letting them play. Tweezy was here with one of his friends named Jackson. The guy who do dance and Fortnite stuff. Anyway, he was here with Jackson, and it was time for Tweezy to bring Woo back to Dub. And I was like, because Tweezy was here with his friend, LA, they was here smoking. For people who always been asking me if I smoke, I don't smoke. So he was here with his friend, smoking and stuff. So I was like, okay, cool, just give me Dub address and Dub number. I'm gonna text him when I'm there, and I'm gonna just bring Woo back, back to Dub house. We was literally living, I would say, 5 minutes away from Dub house. So it was already nighttime. So I took Eiley and I took Woo, and we went out. We went out on the street, walking to Dub house. I had my GPS on my phone, and I was going to text to Dub house, and I texted Dub, "Hey, we're like 5 minutes away. We're leaving now." And I was on the street, and DDG stopped next to us. He stopped next to us, and he was like, "Hey, what's up?" Basically, because he's seen I was with his nephew. And it was nighttime. So I was like, "Hey, I'm just taking him back to Dub house." And he was like, "Oh, I bet y'all come in," basically. So I came into his car, and I put Eiley in the car, and Woo in the car. And straight, I called Tweezy, and I'm like, "Hey, just to let you know, DDG picked me up because I was with Woo. He saw me with Woo randomly, and he took us to Dub house." And that's not Tweezy become mad as fuck, get out of the house and come straight to Dub house, acting crazy, like, "What the fuck you doing with this nigga?" And I was like, "Bro, y'all supposed to be friends." He was like, "We're not friends, blah blah blah. Would you be happy if Kennedy picked me up?" I was like, this is absolutely, it makes no sense, because I am outside with his own nephew, his own family, And that's crazy, because I told Chuck when I came back, I said, "Hey, Chuck, what did I do wrong?" Because as soon as DDG picked me up, I called Tweezy, so just so he don't feel some type of way that I didn't tell him. I'm always letting you know whatever I'm doing, because this is respect. We was already married at this time. And I told him, I'm just letting you know so you know what's going on. But I wasn't about to tell DDG, "No, don't pick me up when I'm with his nephew," right? I don't know, am I crazy or am I crazy? Because if I'm with your nephew and you're outside, it's nighttime, and I'm literally going to your brother's house to bring your nephew there. It makes sense to me to not just say, "Hey, no, I'm not gonna come in your car." Like, bro, especially if I'm letting my husband know, I don't know if I'm letting my husband know that I'm here. I mean, I didn't see what I did wrong until this day. He said, "No, you fucked up this day." I'm like, all right, okay. And then, this day, hold on, I'm trying to see, because that's crazy. I got so much on him. Because my whole, basically, life with him, I've been writing down stuff. I was like, am I crazy or not? and yeah, that's it. So what happened next? We moved to Atlanta. So he was basically saying that people in LA was so fake. That's crazy because he will talk shit about people in LA, but he will always hang out with them. And I'm like, this is something I don't do. This is something I don't do because first of all, I don't talk shit about people. But if I don't like you, I don't hang out with you, and that's it. No matter who you are, no matter how much clout you have, I don't hang out with you. So he will always talk shit about people in LA, and he will always say, hey, my real people in Atlanta, I'm always happy when I got my people from Atlanta, and when Ayo and Teo are around, I'm so happy. I was like, all right, then why don't we move to Atlanta? Because you always say people in LA be so fake, be so much shit, but you stay here. You stay here. And I was like, yeah, okay, let's go. Then let's go back to Atlanta. I was like, okay. So we sold Miles in Paris. Yeah, I knew we had dogs, So I was actually, when we moved to Atlanta, it was probably in July, early July, and I would say I was maybe 3 months pregnant. So I already overstayed. Hey, Chuck, that's crazy that Chuck is here. That's crazy that Chuck is here because Chuck, no. And I'm sorry, Chuck, I didn't ever mean to cancel you, but anyway, like I said, yeah, so we moved. So Chuck can confirm. That's crazy because Chuck being here, Chuck can confirm what happened with DDG this night when I took Woo up back home, and DDG pick us up in the street, and I told Chuck, yeah, did I do something wrong? Why was Tweezy getting so mad? Can y'all hear me? My phone be acting up. It's okay, mama. So I was like, did I do anything wrong? Because I let him know and stuff. And Chuck will also confirm that Tweezy got anger issue anyway. That's not no news. That's not, he's not the same on the YouTube. And hold on, it's pausing. I don't know. We can't hear you. Okay. So, yeah. So, like I said, Chuck will confirm everything, but he's probably not here for that. He gonna probably like, this man actually funny as fuck. But anyway, hold on, cause Ayla is not feeling something. So we went to Atlanta. And I already overstayed. I didn't know that I would still be able. I thought overstaying in America would cause me so much problem because I overstayed my ESTA. So basically, when you're from France, you don't need no visa to go to America. You can have an ESTA for 3 months, and you don't need no visa. And I overstayed the ESTA. I overstayed the ESTA, so I thought I would be in trouble if I tried to take the plane, which actually wasn't true because we went to America like 2 weeks ago. And but I didn't know, but they was granting automatic, basically renewal of the ESTA because of how you call it, of COVID. Sorry, because of COVID. But at this point I didn't know. So we took a drive. Sorry, we drive from LA to Atlanta. That was a 30 hours drive. That was a 30 hours drive, and so when he was driving, so the way Tweezy is driving is I don't know about now, not really about now, but he was driving really fast. Okay, basically he was driving really fast on the freeway, and I was pregnant at this time, and I was throwing up a lot, but that wasn't even the problem. I had anxiety because when I was young, I had a really bad car accident, and I had a stroke. That's how you say, like a little piece of shit that come in your brain, and I had this for like 6 months, and I was going to the brain doctor and stuff like this. So I was telling him, hey, I get anxiety. I get anxiety of people driving super fast. I don't feel good. Can you just like slow down a little bit? And then he got mad. He was saying me, hey, you had an accident, not me, because maybe you don't know how to fucking drive. But I was like, no, it's just I'm explaining you why, and you are acting this way. So that's crazy, because this is all this little stuff that just, he pulled over because I told him I had anxiety. He pulled over in the freeway, so the long interstate stuff. He pulled over and he told me, okay, now drive. And I was like, what? I'm pregnant. I don't even feel good. I just told you I have anxiety because you're driving fast. He was like literally driving super fast. And he said drive. So you literally took me out, go to the other side, and make me drive in the middle of the freeway, pregnant and sick, and plus I had the anxiety, so I drove, and I was driving so slow. I took the next exit and I left the car and I took Ailey, and I wanted to just leave. I wanted to just leave the country because I was like, bro, this is just too much. This is just too childish. I'm just explaining you the reason why I don't feel good in the car, and you making it a whole like stupid stuff. I'm not even supposed to drive because I'm pregnant, I'm sick. And first of all, when you're French, you can only drive, I think, in the United States for like 1 month with your French driver license. You're not supposed to be driving, all the time. And sorry, I'm reading a text at the same time. Okay. So yeah, after he apologized and stuff, and basically, if I'm here today and we had this kid and all that means I stayed stupidly and dumb. I stayed, but we arrived in Atlanta. And he was always going out with his friends. That's crazy because y'all would see him putting posts and stuff at his friend Ayo and Teo, but I was never around. He would never stay with me. Like, he would always go out, and all that. And one day I would say, hey, why you don't stay with me a little bit? And he would say, hey, you are controlling me. Stop trying to smother me, because I wanted to spend some time with him, and after that we moved to France, and all this little stuff kept happening. I was pregnant and I was almost about to give birth, but it was like the fake labor, so I went to the hospital. They kept me for like 2 days, and when he was coming and pick me up, he would argue with the doctor before coming into my room. So he would come to my room. He was already mad from the doctor, and say, I would say, hey, I would be so happy just to see him, because, that was COVID. So he couldn't even be with me before for the 48 hours as they kept me. And I was so happy to see him. And he's like, hey, you haven't even done you haven't even packed your stuff yet? And I was like, what's going on? You say, hey, I don't want to talk. Let's go. And I was like, I was so heavily pregnant and so tired. I was like, but what's going on? And I just started crying, because, when you're pregnant, you're just dumb and you just cry for nothing. And he was like, oh, I can't do all this victim shit. And every time I would cry with Tweezy because he would hurt me, he would say I'm acting like a victim. And yeah. Like, you say, every time we argue, every time we argue, Tweezy leave the house. First of all, he would get crazy as fuck. He would say, hey, you acting like a victim, I can't deal with that. And you say, hey, I'm Tweezy. And I was like, and what? He said, I'm Tweezy. I was Tweezy before I met you, and I will always be Tweezy even after you. So, all this kind of stuff all the time. And I was like, bro, I was so lost. I was pregnant, and Rad came here, and I was so sad, crazy. I throw stuff on the floor, and I was just so crazy. And that's when he was trying to make me like, hey, you crazy. Oh, and one thing also that happened in LA, something that happened in LA, and I'm really not ashamed no more. I was so ashamed to even say it before, but everything that he caused me made me want to kill myself. And I don't have no it's just hurting to say it, but I'm not even ashamed to say it no more. And Diamond Nicole was here if y'all needed somebody to even prove it. And I can say she was a real friend at this point, because she came and had a prayer for me. She prayed with me. And he would probably say, yeah, she crazy because she tried to kill herself. Because every time we argue till this day, because I tried to kill myself, he would say, hey, you crazy as fuck anyway. You crazy like your mom. So you try to kill yourself, bro. I can't even deal with that, bro. You know, all this kind of stuff. And I'm not ashamed to even say it. It's cool. It's cool. You know, it happened to me and it just made me stronger now. And so, you know, he will pretend to be so perfect in the relationship for YouTube. For example, he would take Ailey to the playground and record stuff like this. He would get presents for Ailey to put that on Christmas and stuff like this. Every time it was for YouTube, that would be so perfect. He would do so much stuff, but then in the real life, he wouldn't do nothing. He wasn't giving me no affection. When it's time to fuck, oh yeah, he right here, no problem. But no affection. He never got me nothing for my birthday. He didn't get me nothing for Valentine's Day. Actually, he was out with his friends on Valentine's Day. He didn't get me nothing for Mother's Day. And I told him that, and he was like, yeah, but you know, I didn't know you was on all that, you know. I'm already doing so much for you and your family, for the family, the whole year, so I didn't know it matters to you. And I was like, you're not doing so much. You're just doing what you're supposed to do. You're just living, you know, you're just doing a life. You're just living your life, because everything that you do, even when you say you're cooking or helping taking Ailey to school, this is just life that you're supposed to do when you're a man, you know. I'm not asking you for much. And that's when he said again, but you're an ungrateful bitch or stuff like this. And he would say about Ailey, and that's why I said Ailey was right here. And she said, anyway, you're ungrateful because I'm raising another nigga kid. And I was like, this is just so rude that you say that. This is just so sad, so mean, because I never asked you to even be in this life. You choose to be here. I never forced you. And he was like, yeah, maybe it's mean, but isn't that true? She don't come out my ball sack. That's what he told me. She don't come out my ball. And then he did like, she don't come out my ball. She don't come out my sack. So she not my kid. And then Ivy asked him after. She asked him, hey, like I said, she asked me, yeah, is Tweezy still my daddy? And she know that she have her father too, because she called her father Papa, you know. And she was also calling Tweezy Papa when she was talking to him about him to French people. But yeah, that was just the last thing that basically happened. I spent the whole trip. I paid for the whole trip for everybody to go in the States, you know, for everything. I paid for the whole trip that we went to Amsterdam, and I took him to Amsterdam just because I know he smokes weed and he likes weed. So that I was hoping that it would make him happy, you know. And we were supposed to invest a lot of, like, I would say 10,000 euros. I mean, I have 10,000 euros in my account that I want to invest. And few, like, we was in America, and I got myself a new ring, you know, a new wedding ring, because I never had no wedding ring, and he never got me a ring, so I got it for myself. It's so sad that I even have to get myself my own basically wedding ring, and it cost me $2,000. And he got mad because, like, hey, when it's time for you to do stuff for yourself, you do it. And I'm like, it's been 2 years we together almost. I never got nothing for myself. Maybe 2 times I got a wig, maybe. I never go do shopping, you know. You always ask me for money for your weed. I always give you money for the weed. You always spending like $500, $600, $700 a month for your weed. And you blaming me because one time I got myself a ring, $2,000, just to show people that I'm married to you. It's not even something I got, you know. I never got no, like, bags or, you know, stuff like this. And basically, yeah, what was, like, 4 days ago, because like I said, I'm now studying computer science, so I got some books, coding books, and he got mad because I ordered $100 of books to learn. He was like, "Yeah, you always use the money," and I was just so over it. I said, "Hey, it's not gonna work anymore anyway." So he left, got mad, and also one last thing that happened in America to the trip in America. So he was going out every day. He was going out every day to his friend's house. Okay, Ayo and Teo, and he was always snapping it. And that's crazy because my friends in France, they would text me, "Hey, you good? I never see you with Tweezy." Why? So one day after he went out three nights in a row, I asked him, "Hey, you don't want to stay here with me and watch a movie?" And he was like, no, I was rather go and see my friends. And I was like, but I'm heard that you never want to spend time with me. And he said, so you asking me to pick between you and your friend. And I was like, that's not asking you to pick me, but every time you go see your friends out, you only go see friends that are single, so they don't even live the same kind of lifestyle. That's normal that they hang out every day. They don't have no family, but we married. I don't want you to hang out every day. I never tell you that you can't go out, but one times or two times a week, maybe you can stay with me. No, he would never stay with me. I would cry, be hurt, and ask him to stay. He would be like, "Hey, stop doing the victim, and I can't do all that crying. I'm the funny guy." And we went to Six Flags. That's crazy. We went to Six Flags, and I've never been to Six Flags, so I wanted to do all the rides. And there is one ride that is called the America Screaming, Worst Screaming Things or whatever. And I told him, "Hey, I want to do this ride," and he was like, "No, I don't want to do it." And I said, "Oh, but I never did it. I've never been there, so I want to do it." And he said, "Yeah, but we can do it later, when my cousin here, so his cousin Preston was supposed to come, and he's with his wife Shay." And I was like, "But the like Six Flags is so big, we're probably not even gonna come. We're not even probably gonna come back to this area. So let's do it." And then he said no, and you could see on my face that I was upset, not mad or nothing, but upset because I've never done it. So of course I wanted to do it, and I wanted to do it. So he said, "Oh, now you're having an attitude." I was like, "What you mean?" He said, "Hey, I came here to have a nice day. If you're not happy, blah blah blah, just go and do your fucking ride." And I was like, I just wanted to do the ride with you. We never been there, and we never been there, and that would be cool. And he said, go do it yourself." And I said, "Okay, so give me the flash pass so I don't have to wait the line." He threw the flash pass on the floor, and I took it, and I ended up in the ride on my own. And this is just, I'm telling you the story, but this is just so sad, bro. It's just so sad that I planned the whole day. To just have fun, and he ended up just don't even want to do a ride with me. He didn't even like, it took like 2 minutes to do the ride, yeah. And I went out the ride, and anyway, after that he came back, apologized like he always do, and then that's it. So the last thing I said was the book in Paris a few days ago, and I just say that's just too much. That's just too much. And literally yesterday, that's crazy because I was like, am I really crazy because I tried to kill myself because of this relationship? I slapped him 2 times, sorry, I'm not even ashamed to say it. I slapped him 2 times because he told me, "Yeah, maybe your ex was right to beat you and stuff like this." And I was like, "You're going too far." I know I was wrong for that, but it's okay. I don't have to even be ashamed of it. He would keep calling me crazy because I tried to end my life and stuff. Oh, for people who I was asking what happened to our dog Julio, I had to give him away because he was beating the dog so much that I had pain for the dog. I was like, this dog need a better life. So I just gave the dog away because he was just beating the dog because the dog was pooping on the floor. That's a baby, so what you expect? Anyway, now you have the answer. Anyway, I don't even know what to say no more. I was thinking so much that I was crazy that I literally reached out to Tweezy ex-wife, and I just texted her one thing, and I said, "Hey, I hope I'm not bothering you, but can you tell me if Tweezy had any toxic trait?" And without even me telling her, sorry, my story, she said, "Hey, girl, I'm so happy you reached out to me, but you gotta know, I already know what you're going through, and Sash, you gotta know that only Antoine can change Antoine, and he is really controlling. He would lie about the smallest stuff and get call himself in his lie, believe himself his lies, his own lie. He will believe his own lies, and and she told me, yeah, he is so controlling. Everything have to be his way. He is so smart. The way he talk, he will make everybody believe he's so perfect. That's crazy because my family was thinking, everybody, still this day, people are like, hey, you so lucky to have Tweezy. And sometimes I'm like, bro, I've been nothing but right to this man. I've been nothing but right, always helping him. Tweezy got no job. People think Tweezy got money, but Tweezy ain't got shit. He owed 20,000 to some people in the States and stuff like this. So he's so happy out there actually. Um, and um, and I got a job. He would call me lazy, and because I don't know, he wouldn't do shit with his life, and I would be the one to be blamed. And I'm like, people that are telling stuff about me, not even knowing the whole situation, saying, "Yeah, you're so lucky to have Tweezy." But Tweezy would say, he accepts you, he a real man, he accepts you with your daughter. But the thing is that Tweezy be saying about my daughter, hey, she don't come out my own ball sack. She ain't mine. I'm raising another nigga kid. And that's crazy because I repeat this like 2 or 3 times during this live, but because this is just, he just like hurt me so much by saying this. That's just, that's just crazy. He just hurt me so much. It just hurt me so much. And now, literally 2 3 days ago, so not even, I would say yesterday, I'm saying 3 days ago, yesterday I reached out to Tweezy wife and she told me, yeah, I'm not bashing him, but he a big liar. He will pretend for the internet that he's so perfect, so nice. He will act like he's the perfect guy, but everybody that actually talk to him, everybody that actually know him for real, no, he got anger issues. That no, he get crazy for nothing. That's crazy because even his friend from Atlanta, LVRD Pharaoh, would say that he got anger issue, and he would say, "Hey, since he know you, he's getting better. You really helped him to get better." But the thing is, behind closed door, people don't know that he be treating me like shit. He be taking control of everything. He would get crazy because I listened to DDG song and I said his song is fire, and I don't have to be ashamed of it. His song was actually fire. That's cool. I mean, why? I don't know. I would listen to everybody. I would listen to everybody, and out of everybody that I would listen to, he would get mad about him, and it didn't make no sense to me. It didn't make no sense to me. So that's just, yeah. And well, actually, I learned yesterday that one of Tweezy big sister best friend had sexual intercourse with Tweezy, and I just learned that. Oh, sorry, there's some weird noise in my house, and yeah, she had a sexual intercourse with Tweezy, and the fact that I told Tweezy's sister first. She was acting like she didn't know nothing. I don't know if she was lying or no. Oh. But then the girl in question, her best friend, start. She posted something on Instagram, say, "Hey, I'ma shake that bitch like I want to shake that dick," or something like this. And then Tweezy's sister laugh on the picture, and I'm like, just grown people don't do bullshit like this. Don't do bullshit like this. So yeah. No, but Tweezy sitting right next to her is a prank. Tweezy not here at all. Actually, there's nobody in my house. My doors are locked because the type of that's crazy because people think so much good stuff. That's crazy because the people who are actually good, people will say bullshit about them, and the bad person, people will just say they're perfect. He already left the house. He already went out. He already left the house like 2 or 3 days ago. He come back every day to see the girls, but that's it. Well, I think that's it for the most part, and that's crazy because yeah, like I said, he really not the kind of people he would just pretend to be. I'm all for supporting people that do good in life. I'm all for supporting like friends that want to do good, and he tried to make me like, hey, you just friend. I was like, what best friend? Oh yeah, one thing she did, his best friend, we was using her PO box because she said, hey, y'all need a PO box, okay? And basically, she would say, yeah, I'm gonna call you in 1 hour so we can get the stuff from the PO box, and she would ghost him the whole day. And I was like, what best friend do that? All this kind of little stuff. That's crazy because she would say, hey, let's all hang out and go to Benihana truck, the restaurant, and then an hour later you would see her and some other friends do some snap in the Benihana truck, and she would text me, hey, sorry bro, I forgot to text you. Like who best friend forget to text you? So all this kind of stuff, and after all that, that's crazy because after all that time, I was like, should I do a YouTube video? But I don't even give a fuck about YouTube no more. I never even give a fuck. I never even gave a fuck about all that, and people just like no. Hey, mama. Yeah. People just be like, bro. No, I can't call Rad because he went to Rad house, and Rad is basically thinking he's so perfect too. Because the thing is, nobody could actually see what I was seeing, what I was living. Nobody could see it because even on YouTube, it looks just so perfect. Sometimes I was just so tired of doing YouTube, like I said. But he would just record everything to put that and pretend to be perfect. But as soon as the camera is over, he would be like, "Oh, babe, that's cool. Yeah, that's over. That's enough. That's enough." He would never be. He would never give me no affection. Never give me no affection. He would not be. Like I said, I never had no present for my birthday. Hold on. Never had no present for Valentine's Day or Mother's Day. And that's crazy because I gave him a present for Father's Day even before he became an actual father. So, yeah. Anyway, I just hope that y'all now understand the whole situation. And I'm just please so tired of people just telling me that I'm so all this bullshit that because I never talked about nothing. I never talked about nothing. He would actually like tell me, please don't say nothing about everything about what happened even between you and Kennedy, how bad she treated you. Don't do that, and all this kind of stuff. But he treated me the worst way. People think he's so nice. He was actually my worst relationship. I bought him a car, like people say. Yeah, I bought him a car. He basically just used me for my money to ask to have weed every month because he don't have money at all. Like people, I wasn't with him with the money for the money anyway. I had, like I said, I had my own stuff going on. I had my job. I had my place. I didn't need nobody paying me shit. But sometimes it's just cool, to have just even a card for Mother's Day. I didn't have nothing. I did not have nothing at all. So Okay, so I'm just going to end this live now.